Hey there, and welcome back to day 16. Today we're going to be talking about the chapter outline. So let's get started. Hey everybody, Garrett Pearson back here at the family cabin. You can probably hear the river in the background. Thank you so much for being here on day 16 in my author series called How to Write a Book ASAP. Today is all about the chapter outline, and we've been reading through my book in the chapter 6 called Forming the Core. Today's all about the chapter outline. We talked about the title of your book, the chapter titles. Now we're getting serious about the writing process. And if you've already started your book, then still come back to this and still create chapter outlines. It's really going to help you when you sit down to write. It's going to help you overcome writer's block. It's going to help you stay focused and on the point so that your readers will know exactly what you're talking about. It's going to help you, more importantly, finish that book. So on page 80, we're going to be reading from my book, How to Write a Book ASAP, the step-by-step guide to writing your first book fast. Understand that by writing your chapter titles along with the book title, cover design, and chapter titles, you are simply creating a rough draft for your book. Nothing is final at this stage, and many people worry about this process because they are afraid that the amount of valuable content of their book isn't strong enough yet. Well, that may be true, but don't worry. A rough draft and a final draft are very different things. I would like to share with you another concept that will help you write your chapter outlines. The idea is mind mapping. Okay, this is something that I use a lot when creating my chapter outlines. Mind mapping. Creating a mind map can greatly increase the way that your mind works and creates. This mind mapping really helps turn on that right side of the brain. Mind mapping isn't for everyone, so use whatever tool works best for you. I'm going to share with you on the next page the exact mind map and chapter outline I created for this chapter. And in my book, I showed the exact mind map that I used for creating my chapter 6 outline. Okay? Now, and actually I'll share that with you. You can go to howtowriteabookasap.com/mind map, and that will show you the mind map that I created for chapter 6 and kind of give you an idea of how I mind map and create my chapter outlines. The tool that I used to create this simple mind map was Simple Mind free app for my MacBook Pro. It was a free app that I installed on my laptop. Now again, that's for my MacBook for Apple. Here's a list of other free mind mapping tools that you can use for Mac or PC. FreeMind, Bubble.us, BUBBL.us, MindMeister.com, and TheBrain.com. Creating a mind map can support you in building your written outline. Below is, and then I go over my written. So what I do is I create the mind map, and then I take from that mind map and I write it all down in my Word document, and then that is my outline. Let's see here. While creating your chapter outline, here are some things to focus on. This is on page 83 of the book. Do you have the main idea and supporting details? Highlight the important points you plan to focus on. What is the purpose of the chapter? What is your viewpoint or the viewpoint of the characters? Okay, if you're writing fiction. Ask yourself who, what, where, when, and why. Okay, who, what, where, when, and why. Ask yourself that when creating your outline. What information do you need to gather via research? Arrange your information in a logical order. For example, you can start from the most to least important, in the order you see the chapter going, chronologically, by character, or by scene. The way you organize the chapter outline may serve as the model for how you further divide and write the book. Once you have taken all these important, time-saving, and valuable steps, you can safely feel as though you are on the right path and headed on the right direction. Now what I'm saying there is creating your mind map is really going to help you stay focused, and when you sit down to write and you have your specific times to write, you're going to know exactly what you're writing about. There's a car going by there. So it's so important that you have your chapter outline, and mind mapping, how I just shared with you, and then writing from your mind map, creating that, answering those questions that I asked, This is really going to help you, and it's going to just be a summary of what that chapter is going to be about. And again, when you sit down to write, you're going to be ready and raring to go because you have your chapter outline. So everybody, create your title, day 14. Create your chapter titles, day 15 and day 16. You're writing your chapter outlines. Spend some valuable time doing this, researching, knowing exactly where you're going. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.